Tracy's on. Okay, I think it's 7:30, 7:29. I'd like to call our monthly meeting to order. And if we could say the pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States
of America, and to the republic
for which it
which
stands,
stands
one
nation,
nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with
with
liberty
liberty
justice
and justice for all.
One day we're going to get it all right. We're all going to say it at the same time. All right. I'm going to be very brief because I don't want to keep everyone. I know we started a little late. I just want to welcome everyone to the monthly board meeting. And I would be remiss on behalf of the Board of Ed. I would like to thank everyone's efforts, especially, well, of course, we're coming up approaching a year of COVID and the pandemic, but and we're, again, thank you to our staff and teachers and the parents and of course our students. I know, the board has been getting the notifications many a day from Dr. Siniak about, different cases in the schools. And I think we're doing a great job with that, and we're keeping the schools open. And so I'd like to thank administration, teachers, Dr. Siniak and the staff for, doing their part and all these notifications. And hopefully one day it'll be a thing of the past. And also thank you to our facility staff for not only all their efforts during the blizzard, but also Super Bowl Sunday snowstorm. So thank you. And again, we know what you were doing at 6:30. You were plowing us out. So thank you. And we appreciate all of your efforts, and keep up the good work. And hope everyone enjoys their time off, a little bit of a break next week. And I'm going to defer to Dr. Siniak. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ryan. Welcome back from the snow of the last week and a half. Again, great job from our team, our facilities team, under the leadership of Mr. Carter. They're out there bright and early, late into the night, Super Bowl Sunday, just to ensure that we are safe. And when I arrive here, I would never know it snowed at our schools. So it's very comforting to know that we're always safe when we arrive here. So thank you so much, Mr. Carter, and to your team. As I put a message out last week on Friday, we have depleted all of our calendar approved snow days. The next day that would need to be an inclement weather day, we will pivot to virtual or remote instruction unless there are power outages across the county or something of that nature. But appropriate communication will go out from principals to their families and from the teachers. All of our Chromebooks were distributed. We are now a one-to-one district, very exciting. We are working with our teachers. I know at our faculty meetings today, our principals spoke about the backpacks and the weight of those backpacks, because we originally had our students transporting all of their books back and forth for just in case we needed to go to remote learning or they needed to stay home for a period of time. So the teachers are going to work with the students and decide which books need to stay at school and which ones would need to stay home now to lighten that load now that the Chromebook is in it. So I'm sure our students are looking forward to that. A few shout outs tonight. Our Camp Avenue Crossing Guard, about a month ago, it was during the day of our last board meeting, is always taking good care of our students and our parents outside of Camp Avenue School. There was a near miss with a car, and our crossing guard did not hesitate. She has been out for a while, so we send her our regards, our well wishes, and we did work with the police in trying to figure out what actually did happen. And she even finished her shift from what I was told. So a big shout out to all of our crossing guards, but especially our Camp Avenue crossing guard, and we hope that she returns soon. Another shout out from Old Mill Road. We had an incident with a stranger, and our custodial and security team went right into action and made sure that all of our students and our staff members remained safe and secure throughout that. It's important, and we teach our children this, to always say something if you see something, but as adults, I think that we model that very well, and we will continue with that message for our students as well. February break is upon us next week. I would like to wish everyone a well and safe week, and to please follow the guidelines if you are traveling. Safety first, always. And thank you so much for all that you do. We are such a strong community together, and very proud to be part of the community as we come upon a year anniversary of COVID. So thank you for that. Ms. Ryan?
Thank you. If we can have a motion to approve 3A, B, and C, it's the approval of the minutes, approval of the warrants, wires, budget transfers, and the approval of the treasurer's report. Have a motion to approve?
Motion.
By Vincent.
Second.
By Michelle Gordon. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any abstentions or opposed? Nope. I'm just, is Robert on? I just want to make sure we have, did we lose him?
Oh, maybe.
Okay. All right. Motion carries. I'll continue. Sorry. All right. Public comment. I'm going to spare reading this to everyone tonight, and it's pursuant to the governor's executive order 202.4 and our policy 1120 that we are conducting public comment via email. Do we have any public comments, Dr. Siniak or Ms. Long, whoever?
Yes, we have two. We had one that was written last month after the 10 o'clock deadline. This comes in from Laura Hulsiver. First, I would like to comment on what a great experience my son had with Mr. Monaco during the time period his entire class was quarantined during the month of December. He went above and beyond. With that being said, my son was just recently quarantined due to a close contact outside of school. He was out of class for a number of days and missed hours of instruction. Why is the district not allowing students to remote into the classroom? This is being done in other districts successfully, and students are not missing out on meaningful instruction. Well, since then, we have put in place our quarantine tutoring services for our students that are individually quarantining when their classmates are in school, and the principals also provide coverage for the classroom teacher so that they may interact with the child that is home quarantining, and any additional support that they may need would come through the tutoring services. North Merrick has not moved to cameras in the classroom, and neither have any of the component districts at the elementary level thus far. And so that's why we have the tutoring in place and the meetings between the classroom teachers virtually and the student at home. Today, we received an email from Manuel Gomes, 24 Larkspur Avenue. Dear Board, I am writing because I was wondering why nothing was done for the crossing guard at Camp Avenue at the corner of Merrick Avenue and Camp Avenue. From my understanding, she threw herself in front of a car to protect a child or children. We receive emails and notifications from the school, and not one happened to mention the bravery and commitment this crossing guard put forth by sacrificing herself for the safety of our children. It's very upsetting to see that nothing was mentioned, and furthermore, nothing was done to commend such an act. I'm not sure if the board and district is unaware. However, I was told that the principal's office was made aware and made this even more upsetting. The board, in my opinion, should not only be gracious in acknowledgement, but also caring for this person's well-being. Please address this great self-sacrifice and do not let this continue to go unaddressed. As we all know, Mr. Gomes, I did mention this in my opening statements, and I can assure you that on behalf of our Board of Education, they are very thankful for all of the work that our crossing guards do, and put themselves in peril at times. And this was an act of heroism, and we are very pleased that our crossing guards are always there to protect our students and our parents. Ms. Ryan?
And Dr. I'd just like to add, the board was aware of it at the time, and Dr. Siniak did reach out to the crossing guard, and she, from my understanding, she is out still, and when she's well, the board and the school will honor her appropriately when the time is right. And that did not go unnoticed, and it was always the intent of the board and Dr. Siniak to mention it at today's board meeting. And thank you for your inquiry. Are those all the public comments? Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, moving on to our business tonight. If I could have a motion to approve 5A through 5G. And I'd like to also thank our Old Mill Road sixth grade committee for their donation. For their
I'll make the motion.
motion by Tracy. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second.
Second by Steve, I think. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Okay, motion carries. An approval of the personal actions report is detailed in the mailing. A motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
Second by Tracy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That's unanimous. Motion carries. And 7A and 7B are special services. If we have a motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion by Tracy.
Second.
Second by Mr. Nella. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. And then moving on to report of the committees, high school committee. Mr. Corona, are you up, or is it Ms. Miller's turn?
I
I'm up.
forgot. I think
All
Ed's
right.
gonna do it.
Okay, thank you. Go for it.
Okay. All right. So at the last Central High School Board of Education, we honored a number of Regeneron Science Competition scholars. It was Callie Burns from Kennedy, Tara Facillo from Kennedy, Danielle Kasaj from Kennedy, Jordan Krinsky from Kennedy, and Julia Levine from Kennedy. We also honored Jack Parr from Calhoun High School, who was a New York State Music Association All Eastern Division winner. At the last meeting, we also appointed our new assistant superintendent to replace Mike Harrington as he becomes the new superintendent, and that was Mr. Scott Burson, who is currently the principal at Seaford High School. And the other things going on, we started the high-risk sports in Central High School District. That added basketball and wrestling to already winter track, rifle, and swimming. But along with these new these high-risk sports, we have to test athletes. So last week, Central High School District tested 390 student athletes, of which only 2 were positive. One, I think, was already in quarantine, but that was pretty good numbers. So
Great.
that's it.
Thank you. It's a lot of tests.
Yes.
Our PTA District Council report.
Sure. All right, let's go back. All right, so Fayette seemed to be pretty busy. They had a virtual music tech actually tonight. Composer Brent Daniels came on to show how they produce music in today's entertainment industry. They have science fair packets that were mailed out on Friday. They did a Swirls World fundraiser, and part of the Reflections and Chipotle was also part of the park, and they did very well with those. They're looking into doing a virtual baskets raffle. They had their kindergarten and 6th grade graduation pictures went off, and their next meeting is February 24th. Camp Avenue is having a Founders Day celebration on February 12th. Their theme is in a world where you can be anything but kind. Students will have a handprint on Facebook on how they can be kind. PTA Zoom meeting is also for February 24th. And the committee is working on a group picture for the yearbook. Old Mill Road just finished up their park this week, which included bedtime stories read by essential workers. And their book fair was very successful. SEPTA had a read aloud and pudding snack event. 24 students signed on. It was very nice, they said. What else is going on here tonight? Tonight is their Valentine bingo, and they have fundraisers for March 23rd, a family fun night and pizza and a movie. And their Valentine card fundraiser made $75. And that's it.
Thank you, Ed.
No problem.
Mr. Carter, buildings and grounds report.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't want to belabor the subject, but it did snow a little bit. Last couple of weeks have been tough. Not only the snow and the snow removal and getting our buildings ready for school, but also the repairs to the equipment. It is tough on equipment. And then we're moving snow throughout the week as well to make room for the snow that's always coming. So it's been pretty crazy. But aside from that, we've been doing the other things because Russ never sleeps. So if a steam pipe breaks or something, we're on that as well. Custodial staff is always doing an amazing job keeping the buildings clean, reacting to any kind of positive cases, and really instilling faith in our buildings so that we can get on with the learning at hand. So just want to give my guys a hand in everything they do on a day-to-day basis, and thank them because they're out there doing it every day.
Thank you. And to that point, I drove by the water main break last weekend, and a few hours later, it's like it never even happened. So you guys did a great job. So
I was blown away. I went there, and they were already patching up the hole. I couldn't believe it. I mean, really, the town of Hempstead or the county of Nassau or whoever did that repair did an amazing job.
thank you.
So yeah, we were very lucky. We kind of didn't even, compared to the snow, it didn't happen.
I was so worried about our new sidewalks. When you told me.
Oh my
I said,
gosh.
oh my
That's
goodness.
That's why I was there. I was
Thank
making
you.
sure they weren't beating up the new sidewalks.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any communications besides what we mentioned, Ms. Long or Dr. Siniak?
Yes, we had 3 emails received, and all 3 were handled. 2 from the North Merrick Library, and 1 from a gentleman requesting to be an advocate for North Merrick schools.
Thank you. Any unfinished business for discussion? Items for discussion? I don't believe so. No. All right. New business. Any new items for discussion? Okay. With that, I'm going to also remind everyone that we have Parent University this Thursday at 6:30. So we try to tune in for that, and wish everyone a nice break next week. And if we could have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a
Ed,
motion.
oh, Tracy, Ed seconded. All in favor.
Aye.
Have a great night, guys.
Aye.
Thank you so much. Stay well.
Thank you. Stay
Bye.
well, be safe.
Right.